Hello there, it's your boy, Tasty Cake. So I had this idea, because I saw, it was one of the mini comics, was displayed, that when this came out with one of the Masters of the WWE figures, Dragon Steamboat Willie, I don't, Jimmy the Dragon Steamboat, something like that, character. He had the little dragon, and it sat on his back, just sat, nice and proper. Because the armor they used was a redo of Merman. Of course, I haven't had time of trying to find a Dragon Blaster Skeletor. I have gone through Big Bad Toy Store, and all my stuff sent to Orlando, because there's no place for it here. So I bought the pieces. I bought the vintage one, and I also bought Fisto, because this was the only way to get this in the past. The new Fisto figures is all one piece. Dragon Blaster Skeletor, not. Again, harder to find. And Amazon canceled on me. So I said, well, let me try this. I'm going to send to Corey of Make Shape Create. Sorry, Corey, I did it again. Corey of Make Shape Create. Because he and I had the same idea of painting red to matching the original. And he would just be, which I got reproduction chain. I also had the lock. The lock broke. I fixed it easily, but no need for a lock because, chain goes through here and the chain attached to the dragon. So it's a red dragon. And I use the new one, new Skeletor. Because I used the armor from Fisto and Dragon Blaster Skeletor vintage, and they fit quite nicely. So I thought, okay, since I had these two pieces together, just kind of sit there, because one had just broken, I just put them together and just left it that way. It had no real point, no purpose for it. Someone, a strange Corey and I saw the same picture, and I sent him the picture and said, yeah, I saw that. Had He-Man wearing the dragon armor, Dragon Blaster armor, and it was painted green. The dragon was green. He was not into it, but I said, I like it because of like the Dragon Walker vehicle. It's a green dragon, but the armor was green. I was like, well, don't need this part because for He-Man, the dragon would just sit on his back. No big deal. Or if I went with the other piece, maybe Faker would do that. But I wanted a green. I just planned to I have take care of it for me when I send the pieces. And I was like, okay, I have this thing here. And so, okay, let me try on He-Man, which I didn't bother. I said, well, because I put it around Faker. Grab one of the Fakers, this one is from little comic strip. He wore Skeletor's armor and Skeletor's boots, So I tried him, and it didn't fit. So I thought, okay, maybe it will fit on a vintage one. And instead of trying to find where I put the other two, I got another one with Prince Adam and Teela. So I put the armor on. It doesn't fit. It's too tight. So I went and ordered like this. The back one, the clips are all perfect. This one broken clip. So I put it on here, and top clip is broken, but no big deal. I put it on. I put on the vintage He-Man. It doesn't work. This piece and this piece don't work because it's too tight. So I had to go buy this piece because, maybe this will work on vintage He-Man. Oh, of course it does. It works perfectly fine when I attach it to vintage He-Man. Say, well, let me try it with these two pieces that are proper on a Origins He-Man figure. It doesn't fit because it's been said by many places that do reproductions. You have vintage armor, vintage weapons. You have the vintage armor, like armor, and you have Origins. The Origins is a little bit bigger. And again, I could not find a Dragon Blaster Skeletor, a newer one, because they're not anywhere. But now some people are finding them. I'm not finding it because someone got at their Target. My Target has two Masterverse figures, Beastman and the Toad dude from Sunman. They even took out their figures that they had sitting there for 2 years or so because they couldn't sell them. So they just stopped getting them. And Walmart the same way. It's like, okay, quite bizarre. How bizarre. How bizarre. So me and my impulse buying, I got all these pieces here. So based on Origins using vintage armor, because I could not get this piece. The new Origins is one piece, but it fits perfectly. And he'll have the dragon. Very simple. But for this to work, and this to work, putting the two pieces that correspond together, I would have to use a vintage He-Man and have that taken care of. But I don't like this part here. I wanted to have a smooth piece and then put the H on there, or even the Iron Cross even. Probably H. Just to keep it, the armor would be silver with a green dragon and a big H on the front and put on He-Man. I think if I was able to find a new Dragon Blaster Skeletor, yeah, still the same thing. It would have the notch there, which I don't. For He-Man, it would not need a chain. For He-Man, the dragon would just sit on his back, say, "Come along, my friend, sit on my back." There you go, yippee skippy. Kind of like, well, there you go. Find a way attachment, it would just sit on his back, big deal. Like for the Masters of WWE figure, the dragon just sat on the dude's back, just sat on his armor, kind of thing. So I wanted that idea, but possibility. Well, I'm going to send the pieces to Corey. Paint it. There's no way of separating the dragon. Well, there's always a way, but he'll figure out a way. He's very talented. Green dragon, paint a little bit of silver in there, cover it all up. Silver armor. Maybe you can make a mold out of this. I'm thinking, try and do a mold out of that. Remove the front piece so it's flat. A big old H put on top there. And use it for vintage He-Man. So the vintage He-Man would have the Dragon Blaster armor. This is not a perfect He-Man because all the vintage ones have rubber bands in their legs. And they're not superb and they're all bent, angled, so it's something. Try to get him to stand. But again, there's a rubber band that's dealing from 1983 to now. These things are not perfect. Trying to get him to stand proper. So, and this soft head too. Soft. Since again the vintage armor Dragon Blaster Skeletor, armor from vintage Dragon Blaster Skeletor will not fit on an Origins figure. If I found the Origins figure or Dragon Blaster Skeletor, yes, have that painted and put on a new He-Man. But I also have all these vintage He-Man. I got, this one doesn't have any armor at all. So maybe give him a painted boots or something. He can clean them up. And not much difference there. It's clean him up, stand there, have the green dragon on his back. Pretty cool. So a custom on old school one. Because it fits. The old school armor fits fine. Put it around here and be very careful because, you know, it's old stuff too. More wear and tear. Okay, it's supposed to fit. I had it fit last time. It's the same body. Hello. It's, there we go. That's a very snug fit for him. Snug feet. But the idea, hey, you know, silver armor, you know, green dragon. Remove this piece here. You know, make a mold so it clips in. Put a big old H on there. So front custom be, you know, molded, but, you know, have the dragon on back fit in there. Nice, yeah. So not many people do customs on old stuff because new stuff is readily available. But I wanted something special. It sits kind of right. Yeah. Because with that thing, I move that chain, that hook there too, because not necessary. So that's my idea. I want to have a Dragon Blaster He-Man, like someone did, using a vintage. This was based on a mini comic with a separate dragon. So, yeah, a little something there. I want to post another video, you know. So, please like, subscribe, and comment. Tell everyone else. Tell everyone. Watch my stuff. It's making these videos are very important to me. That's why I waited a couple weeks, because I just was not in the right frame of mind to do it. But I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm not making money off of this thing. I'm doing it for fun, for entertainment. And I have a month's worth of kudzus, soon be 5 weeks, when I go back to work on Wednesday, to do for entertainment value. I even talked about the sonic screwdrivers again. My sonic screwdrivers. So, yes. Thank you. And always remember, time waits and turns slowly.